The next group, there'll be 3 areas we're going to talk about having to do with the amygdala of the human brain. And that is the part of the brain that generates anxiety, fear. It's the warrior part of the brain that helps to take care of us when we're under stress. We are descendants of scared people. It's a great line. We are descendants of people who, when they saw something off in the distance that they were curious about, they said, I think I'll walk in the other direction. Because those who said, hey, I'm curious, let's go over and see if that's a tiger hiding in the bushes, they didn't have any descendants. So we are the descendants of people whose amygdala works really well. And as a result, it is working all the time to make sure that whenever anything changes, that it's assessing whether it's a big deal or not a big deal, whether it'll eat us or we'll eat it. And every memory that we have, everything that we store in our memory, it's the amygdala that puts a sticker on it that says that's important, that's nice, that's happy, that's scary, that's whatever. The amygdala does all that work. So we're going to look at a quadrant that says how to help calm down that part of our brain using from our body upward. So from the bottom up or from the body upward to our brain, we're going to look at that. And those are the classic kinds of things like breathing exercises, relaxation, tapping, and so on. So that's one part of these videos that we'll do. And then there'll be another part 3, that will look at top-down interventions that are also very well known, very common for people. The amygdala is surrounded by the cortex in your brain, and the brain is thinking and remembering and figuring stuff out and doing all this all the time. And it's around the cortex, so around the amygdala. So when it starts trying to talk to the amygdala, we call that top down. And those are those cognitive strategies that can be really good. Home, work, really good. It's good as a parent to know them and teach them to your kids. They're good. So those are the cognitive strategies, the top-down strategies. And then we're gonna spend some time talk about how to speak the language of the amygdala. The amygdala doesn't do English or French or German or Spanish. It does a whole different kind of language. It's not reasonable, it's not logical. It speaks a language of emotions and memories and attributes of those memories. It's a good memory, it's a bad memory, and imagination and so on. So we're going to learn how to speak the language of the amygdala to help to calm it down, to help us all get through these times, these really hard times. Hi, I'm Dr. Doug Cowan. Welcome to my office. I was talking to one friend, and I asked her, she grew up in near poverty, low income family. And I asked her, what were some of the lessons that you wish your parents had taught you when you were growing up that might be helpful for now? And she says, I wish somebody had said to me, don't sweat the small stuff. Everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be okay. You don't have to be stressed about it. And it really struck me because nobody had ever told her that. And that is just floating around inside her head. Maybe it's floating around inside your head as well. And I just asked her to go tell her daughter, who normally goes to school and now is at home and being homeschooled, and why don't you be the one, the first generation, to go tell your daughter, don't stress out, don't sweat the small stuff, we're going to get through this, everything is going to be okay. So let's all maybe breathe that in and out just a little bit and tell ourselves and tell our spouses and tell our children, it's gonna be okay. Somehow this is all gonna be okay. Now, I'm saying it's not stressful and there's not some real things to be concerned about here, but it's gonna be okay.